Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening. Bart Padiasic is off tonight. It's the biggest fundraiser in the fight against cancer in Lloydminster, but now the Relay for Life event is no more. For the last 14 years, it's been a staple in the border city to honor those who are fighting the disease and to remember those who lost their courageous battle. Today, the committee put to rest the rumors and confirmed that this year's relay is canceled.
Our hearts go out to everybody in the community. Our focal point was our survivors of the community.
Brad Lake says with a few key people dropping out of the committee, it leaves a void that isn't getting filled.
With those key elements missing, we didn't want to, go through the motions, just to put the one extra event on, and, with that daunting risk of what happens if it's not a success.
Lake says they've had a phenomenal run with the fundraiser, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars each year, but says there are many other ways you can contribute to the Cancer Society.
We have a door-to-door sales, our door-to-door campaign. We have the Daffodil campaign, as well as, in the fall there's the Terry Fox Run.
While Lake confirmed there will be no Relay for Life this year, that doesn't mean that it won't be coming back in the future. Well, to other news of the day, North Battleford RCMP are investigating an armed robbery from this morning. Police say just after 6 a.m., a man entered a business in the 1700th block of 100th Street wearing a mask and carrying a large knife. He demanded money from the employee, but that was unsuccessful. He then fled the scene on foot. No one was hurt. The suspect is believed to be male, about 5'10", and with a thin build. Now, if you have any information about this incident, you are asked to call the Battleford's detachment at 306-446-1720 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Two male youths from Lloydminster are facing several charges after police located a stolen SUV. Now, after 9 p.m. last Friday, Lloydminster RCMP responded to a report of an SUV being taken from a driveway in the 4800 block of 39th Street. The suspects tried to get away from police and crashed into a parked vehicle. Now, the two youth then fled to the area of 51st Avenue and 54A Street. That's where they were found underneath a train car with a knife. Both males are facing several charges, including possession of property obtained by crime, resisting arrest, and possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. Well, numbers released by Statistics Canada on family violence are painting one province in a poor light. Saskatchewan has the highest rate of police-reported cases, nearly double the national average. Katie Hudson reports.
We run at capacity pretty much all of the time.
That is the harsh reality for Angela Rooks-Trotsik, the executive director of the Interval Home. Both her schedule and building is always full as the home works to provide a place for women and their children escaping family violence.
Lloydminster is situated in the two provinces that have the highest rates of domestic violence. And the challenge for us is helping people understand what family violence is and that it is extremely common.
Statistics Canada reports that in 2013, for every 100,000 people in Saskatchewan, there were 489 calls to police over family violence.
Family violence is something that is unfortunately very common and something that we deal with in Lloydminster on a regular basis. Family violence can be defined as anything emotional, physical, verbal, financial type of assaults upon somebody that's inside of your family.
As for Saskatchewan's numbers, Constable Kurzinger says it could be a case of people feeling more comfortable calling in. Most calls are not from the people involved.
We get neighbors calling because they hear a woman or a man in distress and needing help. They feel that somebody needs to be protected, so they're concerned, and then they call us.
Looking at the rest of the country, Manitoba has the second highest number of reported family violence. The lowest rates are in Ontario and Prince Edward Island. 70% of the victims were female. Back at the Interval Home, they are introducing a new initiative.
New to us now is our male outreach program, where perpetrators of violence can receive support to kind of learn how to manage, what causes them to be violent.
The Lloydminster RCMP encourages all people to report any violence they may see to 911, whether that's in the home or on the street. Katie Hudson, Newcap News.
Well, it may be winter. We are absolutely nowhere near tornado season, but that isn't stopping tornado hunter Ricky Forbes from sharing his stories. Now, Forbes has been driving across North America chasing tornadoes with 2 others for a TV show on CMT. Fraser Snowden has more.
It's what we live for, it's what we chase for.
It's a scary thought, but when a tornado is predicted, some people don't run away. They head straight for it, including these guys, the tornado hunters. More than 100 kids had the chance to hear from one of them, Ricky Forbes, and they held on to every minute.
There was too much debris coming and the wind was picking up their car.
I thought it was really cool because I've never seen one storm chaser in person. I've seen them on TV before.
So these storms definitely happen in these areas.
The 28-year-old from Martinsville, Saskatchewan, joined the hunters as their driver 2 years ago. He agrees it's not easy to wrangle up tornado footage and pics, but he loves it.
See Mother Nature at her furious, at her most unique that nobody else gets to see, and getting to document that and share that with the world. It's an absolutely incredible experience and just a rush.
Yeah, we have to get closer, Ricky.
Being sometimes inside storms, dodging flying objects like vehicles and buildings is a daily occurrence in tornado season. Forbes says he has had some close calls.
Arena, Oklahoma, and we were caught inside the world's largest tornado. A few things went differently than we expected. It's not all predictable. There's a few unknowns in storm chasing, and that unknown's caught up to us. And yeah, we were caught inside the world's largest tornado. It was 4 kilometers wide.
Oh my God! The storm chaser says it takes a very special set of skills to get in the middle of it all.
What's having that weather background, and it's also being willing to really dedicate yourself to chasing storms. We're on the road for over half a year, every year chasing storms.
As scary as it sounds, he may have found a following.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to be a storm chaser.
In Bonnyville, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.